Hey Wrestling Universe, this is your girl C checking in with a new vlog. This is a shout out to teamryry. This is a video response to him. He recently just posted a video about who the Undertaker should face at WrestleMania 28. I love this topic because the Undertaker is my favorite superstar. He is definitely a future Hall of Famer, and I'm ready to see this dude back in the ring one last time for his last run with the company. Now, let's go ahead and get Wade Barrett out the way because I know a lot of people are buzzing him around to go against the Undertaker at WrestleMania 28. Now, we all know that he now has this second coming gimmick and this whole resurrection thing going on. And as a character and performer right now, I would have to say no to Undertaker at WrestleMania 28. Now, the Undertaker can push him to that status, and the WWE can push him to that status if the Undertaker would come back and have a rivalry with Wade Barrett to build up to WrestleMania 28. Now, Wade Barrett, he has been improving in the ring, and his character is finally getting somewhere. We're finally getting that character development happening. Now, it's a potential match. Would I say that, hey, we just go ahead and do it? No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't say that right now. But the Undertaker can definitely push Wade Barrett to a different level in his career if that rivalry was to happen. I know a lot of people are upset that the WWE hasn't followed through with the storyline of the original Nexus and Wade Barrett helping Kane bury the Undertaker alive, so maybe he'll come back and feud with Wade Barrett, and we'll see where it goes from there. And that match would have to speak for itself because I'm not sure how Wade Barrett's going to develop, and we're not sure how the Undertaker is going to come back and how his performance in the ring is going to be. So that will have to speak for itself if the rivalry does happen. Now let's move on to Sheamus. Sheamus is another one where the match will kind of have to speak for itself because Sheamus is still developing. He has done amazing things over the few years he's been with the WWE. As a wrestler, his in-ring ability is improving, and he's adding new moves to his regime. Recently, we've seen him do a couple of cruiserweight moves, such as the flying elbow. But he's also a pretty brute force in the ring, so seeing him going against another brute force who also has other amazing elements to his wrestling ability would be pretty awesome. So that's definitely one that I would put out there. Now, of course, we gotta mention Kane. There's no way that we can go through who Undertaker should face at WrestleMania 28 and not mention Kane. Both of these superstars have had an amazing run together. They've had an amazing incorporated storyline with both characters. The WWE did an amazing thing when they introduced Kane as the Undertaker's brother, and ever since then we've had this relationship just develop and go back and forth in front of the WWE universe. So it's been pretty awesome. If no one else can face the Undertaker, or if no one else at the time is up to it, I would have to pick Kane because we know that they can produce us a great match at WrestleMania. It's you could bank your money on it, as you can say. So that would be one to mention. Now, CM Punk, yes, I would love to see it. CM Punk versus The Undertaker will be a phenomenal match. Both of them are amazing superstars, and their characters are great. Especially when it comes to their in-ring abilities and their style. Those styles could produce something magical in that ring. Now, if I'm not mistaken, they've had a match against each other in the past, but not at WrestleMania, so that would definitely be a main event status right there. CM Punk versus The Undertaker. You have CM Punk, a martial arts background, technical, can throw some high-flying moves in there. Then you have The Undertaker, who's a powerhouse, technical, can throw submission moves at you from anywhere. He can fly over the ropes whenever he feels like it. So that will be an amazing match. So if I would have to pick anybody for WrestleMania 28, it would have to be CM Punk. Just because, as a fan, I would love to see that match just happen. That's a fantasy match for me at WrestleMania 28. So that would be really awesome to see. Now, a lot of people are mentioning Chris Jericho coming back and facing The Undertaker at WrestleMania 28. It could be a good match. I'm not too excited about it. I love Chris Jericho. I love what he can do. He's an amazing wrestler. His character is awesome. He's one of the heels that I really, really love, but he can get on my nerves too. So, but I'm not too sure. I'm not too hyped about that idea, Undertaker versus Chris Jericho. But it would be interesting to see two future WWE Hall of Famers go at it instead of having The Undertaker go against somebody of new blood. So that would be interesting just because it would be kind of a veteran versus veteran thing. So this whole Sting versus The Undertaker idea. I'll go ahead and say I'm not a huge Sting fan. I've never followed Sting, so a lot of you might rag on me because I don't know the dude's career. But from what I've seen, and from some matches that I've seen, and currently, Sting versus The Undertaker is just like, whatever, to me. That's to me. I don't care for it. I don't think Sting could add anything in the ring with The Undertaker. I don't think they could produce a great match, because to me, Undertaker's skills, they exceed Sting's skill in the ring. That's just me. So you can complain about that all you want. You can fuss me out, whatever. That's a no-go for me. I would also like to mention Mark Henry. I'm not sure how to place him in there, but the reason why I mention him because he is the current World Heavyweight Champion, and he does have another demeanor about him. Now, he would definitely be a huge challenge to The Undertaker right now. It would be kind of, I wouldn't say better. Well, Mark Henry's a veteran in the WWE, but that would definitely be a challenge for The Undertaker. Now, I would have to say The Undertaker might, well, after seeing Big Show versus Mark Henry, I really can't say that Undertaker would have to carry the match, but it would, I guess, is a match that would have to speak for itself. But Mark Henry is definitely a contingency for there, and my choice is to face The Undertaker at WrestleMania 28. I can't think of anyone else, so I'm going to talk about the streak. As we know right now, The Undertaker is 19-0. You can ask my brother. I'm very passionate about this topic because The Undertaker, that's my dude. I really want somebody to explain to me why, not why the streak should end, but why should the streak end now? This dude has 19-0 at WrestleMania. It is his legacy. This is what the guy's known for. When people come into WrestleMania, they're waiting to see The Undertaker put a streak on the line and to come out victorious to see this streak to continue. Why should we end it at 19-1? To me, that's just stupid. If we were to end the streak, it should have been years ago. Like, right now, it's kind of like 19-1. Like, just picture in your head, 19-1. Like, what is that? It shouldn't end. The dude should retire with his streak, should go into the Hall of Fame with his streak. People are going to be more affected by this guy having a 20-0 record at WrestleMania than 19-1. Hey, Undertaker has a 19-1 record. I mean, come on. Listen to it. It doesn't sound right. Hey, this guy went 20-0 at WrestleMania. Yeah, this is what Undertaker's going to be known for. Now, I read in the past in some articles and some information buzzing online now, so don't take my word for it, that The Undertaker doesn't want his streak to be bigger than the company. But I wouldn't say it's bigger than the company, but the streak is the company. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what fans come to see at WrestleMania. Like, they came to see The Undertaker. They came to see the streak. So, I mean, him on a personal level, I'm not sure if he just wants to, end the streak to push a younger superstar, which I think this younger superstar, if they were to face The Undertaker, they would get a major push just by facing The Undertaker at WrestleMania. So, in essence, the streak wouldn't have to end. So, I'm just avid on the streak just staying intact. 20-0, that the guy retired with his legacy, going about your business. The young superstar will just be known to be with The Undertaker at his last match. If it's at WrestleMania 28, we're not sure. So, that's my thing on the streak. It should just stay intact. So, that's really all I have to say about who should face The Undertaker at WrestleMania 28 as the months progress on to WrestleMania 28. I might post another video about it. And, please, make a video response to this and a video response to Team Ryry. If you want to, leave either on my page comments on who you think should face The Undertaker, if you think the streak should end or not. Also, you can also leave under the in the comment box who you think should face The Undertaker and all that good stuff. So, thanks for tuning in. This is your girl C. I'm out.